What is up, everyone? 5'8" dunker, vertical jump coach, brain cancer survivor, Andy Lloyd here from Skigh Athletics, and today I will finally be reviewing the 60-inch Ronin box jump. Now, if you are a subscriber, I appreciate you guys for watching as always. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you recognize me, you might know me from MTV's Ridiculousness. I just had a 60-inch box jump fall that ended up making it on the show. So ironically, I bought the 60-inch Ronin box jump. Now, the coolest part and what separates this from any jumping plyometric box or boxes that you can purchase is that this adjusts from 12 to 60 inches in 1-inch increments. So I will show you, I'll zoom in on the Ronin, I'll show a bunch of B-roll, and you can see that these are laser printed into this Ronin 52, 54, 56, you can see all of the numbers straight down from 12 to 60. I'll also show you a video of me very easily, very simply adjusting this Ronin from 12 to 60 inches within the matter of seconds by just pulling those two red levers towards me, and you can see the weight that counterbalances it in the back, makes it very light so it's not heavy to move, and it adjusts again within seconds. So it's not only very functional for me in my home just training alone, but if I were to have 3 or 4 athletes in here all at different levels trying to do the same jumping plyometrics but at different heights, they can all reach their maximum effort output on the same exact plyometric box. It's very easy to move this beautiful 24 by 36 inch landing pad made from a high density foam. So if you take a spill, I'll show a spill right now. I just did this a few days ago. 50 inches on a box squat to box jump attempt. My shins hit it, no bruises, no scrapes. And you can see how well this Ronin box holds up at such a high height, again, with such ferocity of me trying to plant my legs into the ground. My shins hit it, but there was no damage done, not only to the plyometric box or the Ronin, but to myself. So I saved myself a lot of money by not getting injured on that 60-inch box jump. But this is very safe and a very organic type of way to fail, as opposed to you being 50 plus inches off the ground and having nothing to grab, nothing to lean on. This is sturdy and it's going to hold its ground. So while we're talking about safety, I'm holding on to this railing or handle, if you want to call it. Every single time that I jump and I get past a certain height, I am grabbing onto these handles with both hands. So they're strategically placed not only to hold this entire Ronin structure together, but for an athlete to grab when they get to the top of their jump. So when we're lifting, we're squatting, we're benching alone, we have those spotter arms, we have the safety straps. When we're jumping, we just want to stack boxes up and see how high we get, but even when we're alone, we need some sort of fail-safe. This is my fail-safe because I grab onto these, and even if I fall, I'm always going to grab onto these and be jumping forward. And I'll show a video right now of me landing on this. I'm probably already on top of the Ronin, and I'm leaning side to side, I'm leaning front and back, and this thing is not moving at all. So I've held up to 120 additional pounds on my own 185, 187 pounds just to jump onto this Ronin, and it does not budge at all. I've seen much bigger men, twice my size, jump on this, and it does not budge. So the railings are very safe, and it has this pad right here, which I'll take a picture of separately and I'll show you. It's another great thing to grab if your hands are sensitive, if you feel like these are too slippery. I wipe this down, but normally this is covered in chalk and it's very sturdy and safe to grab. Let's go straight to the feet. So the base of this, although the footprint in and of itself is very small and it's fitting in my 20 by 20 garage with a lot of room to spare, it has a very nice and wide base. So I'll put the dimensions up because I don't know them off the top of my head, but it also has this tripod looking like drop down. It's almost like a drop down menu. It's an option and you can put a pin in it if you don't want it up, if you want to put this right up against the wall, but I don't have it up against the wall. I like a little bit of space, and so I drop that in the back, and you can see how safe it is to have, and it just elongates the box's I guess base, if you will. And so for me, it makes it feel like it will rock a lot less having that back there. But again, that's just me. You can also see, I'll play this a couple times, you can see that there are wheels back there. So if you don't know exactly where you want it in your gym, or if you want to move it back to the base, back to the legs, you can see there are actually holes. You can bolt this into the ground. So if you want an absurd amount of safety, this thing will not go, and this thing will not budge if it's budged into the ground. It has yet to move on me, and I've had it up, I'll show a video, I've had it up to 55 inches, and I jumped on it with just a one-step approach, so not a crazy amount of momentum, but good enough, and 55 inches, so I've jumped it on. I've jumped up on 54 inches, I've had it well above 50 inches several different times, and again, I haven't gotten it up to 60 because I've never done a full approach on it, but I am 100% positive that it would hold its own on a 60-inch full approach. Now, my biggest regret is that I did not get the 80-inch box jump. That thing is on a whole nother level in and of itself, but the 60-inch has done so much good for me, good as far as my training, the confidence that I got back in doing jumping plyometrics on a box, because after that happened, I went straight to hurdles. So if I were jumping over a 47-inch hurdle and landing, after I get past a certain height, I'm gonna be taking 2 to 3 times the impact on the landing, and I won't be able to do as many jumps. Now that's just simple biomechanics as far as how fast you're landing. But again, the impact that your body's taking, the low back, the knees, everything gets wiped away when you're doing box jumps. Now, the biggest thing for me was that fall. So after that fall, I was so tentative on even using this after I purchased it. Jake Pence, the creator of this, he has videos, he talks you through about how to safely land, not only land, but how to safely fail, and how this doesn't hurt. Again, as someone who jumps on this 2 to 3 times a week, we're talking about 100+ contacts with this box a week. I've never had any serious injuries. I've worn a 60-pound weight vest, and I have taken my shins straight to this Ronin on a higher level, probably in the 30s or 40s. Nothing, no injuries, no bruises, no scraping. So training with this has allowed my body to recover faster after those long leg days. I've gotten back to my pre-cancer diagnosis numbers, 545 box squat. We have a 515 sumo deadlift, that's a 10-pound PR. My 315 bench, and I'm trying to show all of these while I'm speaking, so if they're cut off or if I'm still going on a bench or squat, don't worry about it, I'll show the video. I got 325 on bench, but my butt came off a little bit. I also got a 700-pound, 3-inch block pull. By the time I said that, the list is probably over, so that's perfect. And a 600-pound hex bar just straight off the ground pull. So again, my numbers shot up, my pain levels dropped down. Again, this is someone that went through years of pain from chemotherapy. So to be able to put all of that to the side and train not only safely, but without any pain, that's just remarkable. It's huge. So as far as price, now Titan Fitness offers 0% interest on 12-month payments through bread payments. Now, I'm on a payment plan through this, and it's the best decision that I've ever made. So take whatever the price is, divide that by 12, and go and get your Ronin. But that's the biggest differentiator as opposed to all those other plyometric boxes that you're gonna get. They're gonna end up costing the same amount. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I was very, very lucky, blessed, whatever you'd like to call it, that I did not end up with any sort of severe injuries from my 60-inch box jump fall. I knocked myself out with my own leg. I don't remember it. It didn't hurt at all. But again, a fall from that is gonna be way more expensive in your facility, in your training facility, or at home than this Ronin is going to add up to be. So again, monthly payments on this, the best decision. It's already made its money back as far as gaining new clients. And again, just the overall aesthetic of a home gym is something that is very commercial-esque, and it's sturdy as sturdy can be. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment them down below in the pinned comment. You can see that I put the links to purchase both the 60 and the 80. If you guys would go through those links to make your purchases, I would heavily, heavily appreciate that. If you have any questions, email me, Lloyd@skighathletics.com if it goes beyond just the Ronin. If you're interested in some personal training, I do offer basically a free consultation, but we can train together one-on-one via Zoom, or if you are in the Tampa St. Pete area, we can get together as well. So I appreciate everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Talk to you guys soon.